Hey guys, it's Kooly and I am here with a Q&A video which I haven't done in a hot minute. I've asked my YouTube viewers and my Twitch viewers a few times to send me questions for a Q&A, and I film it every time and then I don't know what happens. I just chicken out when editing or something or other. Something always comes up and then I never end up posting it. So this one is making it to YouTube. Hello, YouTube, you look fantastic. What'd you do with your hair? I am living for it. Anyway, I hope you guys are all having a good whatever day of the week it is that I decide to post this. But I got a lot of questions, so let's just do the thing. Let's just get into it, right? Meow. What's your workout routine? I don't have one anymore. I used to. Now I kind of just work out when I feel like I need a little serotonin and when I feel like maybe I've been eating unhealthily. I've decided to stop giving myself the mentality that I gotta work out to look good, and I've decided to give myself the mentality of working out makes me feel good. What was your favorite video game growing up? When I was young, like really young, Mario Party. I grew up on Mario Party 3, the Mario Party that was on GameCube with the microphone. I used to sneak it in my room. Sorry, Mom and Dad, if you're watching this. But when I'd get grounded, I'd have to be in my room and I would mute my TV and I would hide it in the cupboard underneath my TV in my room. Yes, I was one of those white girls with a TV in her room, and I'd hide my GameCube in there and I'd mute the game and I'd play it every day when I was grounded. My parents had no idea. Did I get grounded a lot, you ask? No. Psh, never, ever. Not often at all. What is one thing that you want to see creators do more in 2021? Take breaks. I want to see more creators taking mental health breaks. I want to see more creators talking about mental health. And in general, I want to see more people of color on the front page of Twitch. How do you pronounce your name? Laurel. What are some of the things you'd like to accomplish this year, career-wise and personal-wise? When I asked you guys to send me this Q&A, I didn't have a dog. And my number one thing was I wanted to adopt a dog, preferably a shelter dog. I wanted to adopt, not shop, right? As of today, I am now a dog mom, which is wild. Unfortunately, I can't show her here right now because she's currently at the vet getting spayed, and she's going to be there for 24 hours. But here, I'll put some pictures. That's my baby girl. She's a little derpy. She's very cute. She's wonderful, and I love her with my whole heart, and I will protect her at all costs. Maybe one day I'll make a video just about her, but she is a shelter dog. I got her from a shelter, and she is a handful currently. Too much of a handful for me to film a video about. But one day, I will show you guys more of her, I think, on my YouTube channel. If you guys like that, let me know in the comment section if you want that. Somebody asked, how are you? No, really. How are you? Let's be honest for a second, okay? There are moments where I feel so fucking lonely. And it's weird how I can have all these people on the internet who care about my well-being and blah, 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 but at the same time, I still feel so lonely. And it makes me feel ungrateful sometimes, which is my least favorite feeling in the world is feeling ungrateful. I have my good days and I have my bad days. Some days feel like I am only doing as much as I can to survive, and some days I feel like I'm on top of the world. And I think that's normal. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to have the happiest days until we're out of this fucking pandemic. It just feels so heavy not being able to see people in person. It feels so heavy. But I do have happy moments and grateful moments and special moments, and a lot of those are because of y'all, so thank you. How did you get into voice acting? What do you like about it versus stage acting? If I'm really honest, I feel like I still haven't technically gotten into voice acting. I have officially voice acted in one video game, and maybe a second one is on the way. Here's a picture of my character that I voice act in a little video game called Rule Number 1. Her name's Rule. She's pretty hot, I know. Tell me about it. I have voice acted for a little series on YouTube, which I will link in the description below. When I was 9, I voice acted in an episode of Strawberry Shortcake, and I'm happy that I did it, but I'm not proud of it because I was young and immature and inexperienced. But to answer your question, it's weird. It's weird because with stage acting, I feel acting is all about listening, right? It's all about listening and reacting. But with voice acting, you don't get to listen or react. You only get the words on the page. So that makes it really difficult. I don't know if I'm good at voice acting yet. I want to be. I think I want to take some classes. Maybe that's something I want to accomplish this year. Did I really even answer that question earlier? I want to take some voice acting classes and I want to do more voice acting jobs this year. I think for a lot of people to get into voice acting, it's all about who you know, and that's exactly what happened with me. I was reached out to by people on Twitter, and that's how I was able to do what I've done. I've auditioned for countless voice acting gigs and not gotten a callback for any of them. So that's life. Who are your favorite people to stream with? That is such a hard question. I don't think I have anyone I don't like streaming with out of all the people I stream with. I have been so blessed this past year because of Among Us and Dead by Daylight. I've met so many incredibly entertaining, fun streamers who I can now call my friends. My closest friends are Chroma here, Balake Will, Hankster Girl, Crispy Gameplay. Those are, my tight-knit group, right? And then I got to play games with Crank Gameplays and Julian Solomita and Jason Soli and Chris Melberger and so many wonderful people. Luxie, Ashley Robato, Granny, Say Hey Rocco, Zombie Kills, Mermaid Queen Jude, Datoon. It's just a list. It's a never-ending list of people I am insanely grateful for. It's just been a wild year. For those of you who haven't really followed my streaming path, when I moved to Twitch from Mixer, I was starting almost completely over. I think the day that I started on Twitch, I probably only had 1,000 followers because I had tweeted that I was moving over there. And I've been there about 6 or 7 months now, and I now have 23.5 thousand followers. I don't know how that's happened, but it's been an incredible few months. 6 months, 8 months, I don't know. How long have I been doing this? Who knows? Time is irrelevant in COVID. Time is just a construct. Anyways, moving on. What is your favorite type of coffee? I am addicted to Starbucks, and I hate to say it because I know I'm just giving corporate money and I hate that, but I make coffee from home. I was recently gifted an espresso machine. I'm currently drinking coffee I made with my coffee maker, but I feel like it never tastes as good at home as it does from Starbucks, and I wish my opinion was different. I really do. Also, I realize I didn't answer your question, but truthfully, I don't get the same thing of coffee ever. I order a different order every day. I try to stay away from the sugary coffee drinks because that shit makes me anxious. So usually I'll just have something with espresso and a little pump of flavoring. I never ask them to do a full pump of what they usually do because usually they do 5 or 6 pumps, and that's all sugar. If you're wondering what I'm drinking right now, I have an oat milk creamer in here and a little bit of honey. That's it. It's actually pretty good. What is your favorite color? Teal. Like a dark greeny blue. I love that shit. What is your favorite anime? I love this question. My favorite anime of all time is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Brotherhood follows the manga. The other one just kind of goes off on its own thing and gets really confusing and dumb. So if you haven't seen it yet and you'd like to see it, check out Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I think it has all the aspects of a dark anime, bloody, dark, sad, but it also has the fun aspects of anime with cartoony comic relief and fun characters and wholesome storylines. So I think it's the perfect anime. Right now, my favorite anime at the moment that I'm watching currently, that is currently producing new episodes, is Fruits Basket. I love it so much. I love it so much. I love it so much. Toru Honda is my favorite character, probably in an anime ever besides Al from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. She is wholesome, selfless, lives in the moment. She's had so many bad things happen to her, but she doesn't make it stop her from moving forward and making her stronger. And I think that is such a wonderful trait, and I want to be more like her. So yeah, Fruits Basket. Go-to song on a road trip. For me, it's not a song, it's a soundtrack. I really like listening to full musical soundtracks when I'm going on road trips, especially if I'm driving by myself, because I'll just entertain myself for hours by acting out every character. Musical soundtracks in order are the best way to waste time on road trips. Like, try it sometime. Seriously, if you haven't done it, what? Do it. Do it. Are you doing it yet? What is your sexuality? I like how this was worded. What was you like as a teen? What was you like as a teen? I was a theater kid, and everybody told me that I was too much and I was annoying and self-centered and blah, blah, blah. I think looking back on it now, I know that I was dealing with a lot of things in my own personal life. A lot of things telling me that I was too much. And I felt like I constantly had something to prove because of that. And I knew I was talented and I knew I deserved better. I got bullied a lot. I didn't have a lot of friends. The friends that I did have, some of them were spectacular and some of them weren't really my friends. I don't know if I deserved that or not. I don't think I was a blast to be around. But I also think that I had a lot of trauma that I hadn't faced yet. So, anyway, I was not a walk in the park. I'll just say that. Favorite movie genre? Horror movies. I love horror films because I think a lot of people like sad movies and a lot of people like romantic movies and a lot of people like, whatever movies. Horror movies are just far enough from real life that I can detach. I'm an empath. I feel like I'm constantly feeling my emotions 24/7 times 100. And horror movies give me a moment to be like, this isn't me and I'm safe. And all these people are gonna die and I get to watch. Oh my God, that sounds crazy. What I'm saying is it's not real. I love tropes like the final girl trope, and I love gore, and I love campy horror films, and I love good horror films that really leave you thinking about it for weeks later. And I love horror movies that are so bad. They're so bad and they took themselves so seriously, and you can just sit and laugh at them. I love them all. I just think that there's so much art behind horror and not everybody sees it, but I do. Weirdest thing you've ever eaten or drank? I mean, if we want to be real gross and honest, why do we do that? That's weird. How many times have you dyed your hair? I don't know why, but I'm curious. I've been dyeing my hair since I was in 7th grade, so since I was like 12 years old, and I dye it probably once every 2 months. So you do the math. I'm 25 now. If you could give any advice to Kooly that just started streaming, what would it be? Don't date a streamer. No. The friends that you make in streaming will show you that they are your friends, not online, but offline. Not on Twitter, but in DMs. Pay attention to those people. What is your biggest pet peeve? Close-mindedness. Something I experience a lot through social media is people who want to yell their opinions at you, and then they want to debate you, but they aren't actually willing to listen. They just want to yell at you, right? Well, debate is having an educated conversation with one point and a counterpoint, right? That's what a debate is. But a lot of people think debating is just yelling at the other person why their opinion is correct. That is my biggest pet peeve. People who debate, fight. Hate that shit. What is your favorite video game of all time? The Dragon Age series. I have logged in so many hours in that game. It is almost embarrassing, but that game showed up in a time where I felt alone and unaccepted by others, and it made me feel powerful and badass, and it showed me that role-playing is a thing, and that's the reason that I like D&D now, and it showed me that video gaming can be an escape. And at this point, it might be because of purely nostalgia, but I could replay them every year and not get sick of them. What is your Hogwarts house? I'm a Hufflepuff. Can't you tell? I'm a Hufflepuff, dog. I'm not a Slytherin. I'm not a Ravenclaw. I could maybe be a Gryffindor, but I'm definitely a Hufflepuff. I'm just a Mumbling, bumbling people pleaser. I have a lot more questions. This is actually the first time that I'm like, I probably can't answer all the questions that you guys sent me because I've been filming this for almost an hour. So I gotta stop. So if you guys want another Q&A, let me know. Feel free to leave questions in the comment section below. I hope this was fun and entertaining and maybe even a little educational for you. I'll see you guys on the YouTubes or on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/KoolySmiley. Later, skaters. Let's grow together, friends.